Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be towering! Oh, he's hit the bar!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And that's a good ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's neat. And a chance! Goal! The first significant strike. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Llorente. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, nicely intercepted. Szoboszlai aims beyond the defence. Flings it across.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rabiot running with intent. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Llorente. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. And here's Llorente. Delivered low.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham. Probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. A header! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Madrid definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And here's the chance to counter. Foot in. The referee's awarded a free kick. Nuno Mendes. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Bellingham. And it's Szoboszlai. Bellingham. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Rabiot. That's a sharp pass. Konate spots it and intercepts. Nuno Mendes. Szoboszlai. And Mendes. Konate. Bellingham is onto it in a flash. It's played through for him. And he can clear it away. Llorente. Tchouaméni. And it's Rabiot. Looking to play him in. Tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Lovely bit of skill. He's found a way through. Always is having a shot! Well taken goal. And again they hit the front. And that is all they have time for. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Ferran Torres going forward. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And they've got a throw. Saliba. Llorente. Another throw-in. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. And here's Haaland.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, well played. Haaland needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Rabiot goes sliding in, and it's Szoboszlai. That's really well manoeuvred.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Bellingham, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Tchouaméni with a definite foul there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Haaland engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Namdin perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the...
Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Ødegaard plays it short. That has ended up in no man's land. Namdin are looking to go forward now. That's been slipped through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And that's gone loose. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Dembele. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Yehi. Now Saliba. And it's Mendes. Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Ferran Torres. Can he get onto this? Great chance! Goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Yehi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 38, el dorsal 12, cambio de jugadores.
Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Eder Militao makes the interception. He's looking to win it for them. And it's Rice. Knocks it into space. Shot a goal! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Namdin found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Ødegaard picks it up out wide. Can he get away here? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Saliba gets it clear. There will be 4 extra minutes. And he's there to belt it away. And that is as far as it goes. Namdin have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Ferran Torres taking in the accolades. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic, now the game itself. We're up and running then. Rabiot tries to pass it through. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes.
Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Ferran Torres is offering a right smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Surely now! It's run loose, who's going to get there? It's their second corner of the game. Impressive jump! They've scored! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So, a breakthrough already. Mbappe! Nice control. Bellingham. Shot at goal! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal.
Tries a shot! Well taken goal. And they get themselves in front! So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Namdin leading now. And here's Mbappe. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Haaland. Llorente. Still very... Oh, they could be caught out here. And it's Llorente. Tchouaméni. Rabiot. And Upamecano. He is just caressing the ball. A probing pass. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Hakimi. Oh, good read. Out for a throw. Over to the other side. Yehi. And it's Hakimi. Upamecano. Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. To Rabiot. And here's Ferran Torres. Rabiot has created one goal already. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Rabiot, played out to the left flank, an instinctive delivery. Bellingham. Tchouaméni, and it's Mendes. Szoboszlai. Here's Tchouaméni. Szoboszlai. And it's Szoboszlai. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. That's really well cleared. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Played into space. Ferran Torres in acres of space out wide. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. He's had it taken off him. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Nuno Mendes. Nicely weighted ball. Caught offside that time. Yehi. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And Hakimi. Upamecano. Bellingham. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Tchouaméni. And that pass just didn't quite work. Haaland. Here's Chouameni. So what can they make of this? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's it, 45 minutes up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Namdin ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. That gets us going once more. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Chance for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Szoboszlai with the short one. Szoboszlai. That's going to go a long way. Upamecano. And it's Szoboszlai. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Haaland! And he has been fouled there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Chouameni has found the net here, of course. Hakimi currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Llorente. And here's Haaland. And he's had it nicked away. Rabiot. Oh, good take in a good area. Szoboszlai.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He has found the way through. Lovely feet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And it's Hakimi.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 5, el dorsal 18.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now it's Ferran Torres. Hakimi knocks it into space, pinches it off him. Namdin have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Corner number 3 coming up. Goes without, and he'll shoot here! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 4 coming up here. Chance! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would. Might want to be careful there.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Engages and forces him off the ball. Llorente. And it's Rabiot. And Upamecano. Rabiot. Opts for safety. Now he's off and running. Eze did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And this is Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Llorente.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that's been intercepted. Vitinha.
That was lovely, that.
Driving. And a chance! On the ball. In he goes again. And it's in. They've done it again. It is incredible.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Madrid drag themselves back again.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
Saliba.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And it's Rice. Upamecano. Namdin really will have to throw everything at this now. Now Saliba. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, that's fabulous. He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Namdin look like they've won it, but it's not over yet. And that's that. Namdin proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Haaland taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has...
It's rising! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Van de Ven. And it's Mendes. Szoboszlai. Tchouameni. And it's Llorente. Bellingham. And he's forced to go back. And it's Szoboszlai. That's going wide left. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played, well played. Bellingham. And now the breakaway. Tchouameni. Now it's Haaland. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ferran Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Showing great feet there. And here's Haaland. Llorente has the space to scheme.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Still goalless at the moment. And it's Mendes. Mendes charging forward down that flank. Vinicius Junior is flagged offside. Not the most accurate pass. Rabiot played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. Rabiot is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's been cut out, well played. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ferran Torres.
Madrid definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Llorente. And Guehi. Hakimi. 30 minutes gone. Llorente. And it's Rabiot. And that was nowhere near his best. Llorente. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nuno Mendes. Szoboszlai. That's a nicely shaped ball. So no flag here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is a promising build-up. Llorente. Now this could be a chance. Bellingham. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And here's Haaland. Bellingham. He's found a way through. Chance, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Llorente. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Caught offside that time. That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Namdin are probably feeling...
He'll try from distance! Can he finish? Konate. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Bellingham. Szoboszlai. Nuno Mendes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Hakimi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rabiot, a probing pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. He's had it taken off him. Szoboszlai. Bellingham.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And here's Haaland. Bout of passing here. And a chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Llorente. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20
Bellingham.
será sustituido por el dorsal 18.
And it's Bellingham. Tchouameni. And Konate. Now it's Mbappe. Little pass back. Now it's Ferran Torres. Namdin have reclaimed it. Hakimi venturing down the left. Namdin have got it back and they'll have another go. And he whips it in. Ball's over the line and it is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Hakimi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This is their second corner of the game. Saliba with the clearance. Backward it goes. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Rabiot. Nicely weighted ball. Rabiot receives it in a wide position.
Namdin truly seemed to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Van der Ven cuts out the pass. And it's Szoboszlai. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's been hooked away.
Madrid really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And that's a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11, el dorsal
Hakimi.
7, el dorsal
Bomo
5.
is in a really good
Serán
position out wide.
sustituidos por el dorsal 42.
Bomo
el
gets into a
dorsal
good
22,
position.
El dorsal 15. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Showing good feet. Now there's a fine ball. Elects to cross. Mendes attempts a clearance.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he was alert to it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's going to be a booking. Partey.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Marcos Llorente is offering a wry smile there. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. That's an imaginative pass. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's Llorente. Looking for the run. Oh, he's having a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! Well, would you believe that? whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try to...
That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in.
Takes a shot! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Namdin are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's played it back. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him. The ball has bounced loose now. Mendes made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Vinicius Junior. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Szoboszlai. And he's had it nicked away. Gehi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, this looks sharp. He's found a way through. It's a goal kick. Namdin leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good spread. Llorente plays it in low and straight back out.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Szoboszlai goes short. Szoboszlai goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bellingham. Good ball over the top. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Namdin clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That has not gone well. Nuno Mendes. He's got away. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Madrid have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Now it's Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Llorente. Here's Tchouaméni. Van de Ven. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior threads one in. Haaland! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. But he's left disappointed. Madrid have their second corner now. Szoboszlai plays it short. Chance for a shot! Well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Mendes is onto this. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Llorente. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And here's Mbappe. Llorente kept his eye on it, and he's there. Szoboszlai. Van de Ven. And it's Mendes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's tidy. Nuno Mendes elects to cross. Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Haaland. Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's an imaginative pass. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Great chance! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Haaland. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Llorente, Nuno Mendes, Upamecano, Tchouaméni.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And they're back in front!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tchouaméni stood his ground strongly. And that's going to be a booking.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Played towards the other side. Nuno Mendes plays a sharp little ball here. And that has left him in a heap. Rabiot has been caught there, it's a foul.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Mbappe looking to play it into the box. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Cleared without hesitation. Namdin have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Tchouaméni, and it's Ødegaard. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Llorente. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nuno Mendes under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
In with the challenge. Rabiot.
That was lovely, that.
Can he get onto this? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rabiot. It's a promising position. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Rabiot. Saliba with the foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Mbappe in acres of space out wide.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid making further changes here, and in quick succession. Two fresh faces, and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to pass it through. Good ball, good take. And there's the shot! So close to drawing level.
What a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
And he's picked it up out wide. Looking for a runner. Rabiot providing an outlet on that flank.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, this is a great position. Big chance! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 3 coming up. Ødegaard with the short one. Ødegaard showing good feet. Namdin are looking to go forward now. That's been intercepted. Nuno Mendes. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Nuno Mendes. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bellingham concedes a free kick for that.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Habrá 6 minutos de
Saliba.
descuento.
Gehi. Keeper's got good distance on that. That's beautifully weighted. Burmo. Timber. And the referee brings it to a close. Namdin pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Haaland, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Namdin truly can look back on a job well done. Having gone ahead with that first attempt on goal, you could tell it really deflated the opposition, and that allowed them to impose themselves for the rest of the game.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.